Hello and welcome everybody. Today's video, I want to generally speak about, life circumstances and the way we consent. 99% of the people look at the world around us and it's like, okay, well, I'm in a reality. What can I do to make my reality better? Can I work harder and do all these things? Almost like, well, reality's in control and I'm just doing my best to hang on to whatever I'm getting. So, and then you look at, do you consent to the fact that, okay, money is basically controlling my life and time is basically controlling my life? The 1% of people, on the other hand, the 1% that looks at reality and knows that they created it, okay, through their own conscience, assumptions, and points and views, and all our beliefs, and all this stuff is basically creating the kind of circumstances we're getting throughout the world every day. So the 1%er looks at anything in their life that they're not desiring and changes it in conscience as being done and to their desired reality. In other words, there's no fighting. There's only knowing. And that, that kind of goes back to faith and all that a little bit too. But what I'm saying is what we consent to being true in life is helping to create the world around us. So, talking about the money earlier, do you consent to the fact that money is controlling your life and time is controlling your life? Well, the 1% says time is abundant. Time, I can tell you for 100% certain time is eternal. There's only the right now moment forever and ever and ever. The time to do things is right now because it's all right now. Like the past never happened and the future never will. In other words, we carry the experiences, the memories, but everything that's ever happened in our life has happened all basically today. That's what makes us age. All this goes into factor. But anyway, the 1% knows that money is unlimited, time is unlimited. If there's not enough money on the earth, God can create anything that we need. It's just we need the conscience first. If there's not a need for it or nobody's created it through conscience yet, then there's no need for it to appear on the earth yet, in other words. So the whole thing is that the reality of the money or whatever it needs to be added upon the earth, that reality already exists. Creation is done. That the idea is that through conscience, belief, and assumptions and our imaginal manifest, we're stepping into the reality where all that's already existing. I love y'all. We'll see you on the next one.